Okay, boys and girls, or boys mostly. Any girls into droning? Probably not. Okay, so today I want to talk about this Mavic accessory. It's just a gimbal hood cover for when you're traveling, or just when you're packing up your drone, your Mavic Pro, and it's less than $3 shipped. I think I paid something around $250 shipped. And this is it right here. And here's the stock. And this is what you're using. This is what you're normally associated with, is this. Whoa, with my exposure, you can barely see this. I put it over there. So this is what you normally have to deal with. So when you're traveling and packing up, you have to put this in, line the slots up, and then it's such a pain in the butt. Yeah, then put it in. This thing has to be lined up and flat. Sometimes you gotta touch a gimbal. No, wait. Get this correct. Oh, this is not lined up. So something like this. Oy. There we go. Wow. All that. And then this is the easiest part. You just put it on like that. So kind of troublesome, right? Maybe if you don't care, this is just part of the packing process. You don't care for the extra 30 seconds or maybe a minute. No, just say 30 seconds. You're fiddling around with that under no stress level. Maybe if you're under stress level, it might actually increase. So it's not ideal. Then maybe some people might argue that you actually don't. Maybe you don't need this part. I have my friend who actually just uses this. It's one of the covers, right? And he actually just leaves it on like this way, and he packs it like this way. So you can see as you can see, this is actually protecting. I guess suppose that you can probably put this rubber thing over that. It's compatible. This is a couple bucks also. So this will give you protection. If you happen to crash it in the air, and also it blocks partially of the sun. But the problem with this is that if you're in sport mode, you're definitely the gimbal is gonna catch the corners. I even found out of sport mode, I actually don't even use this cover, because out of sport mode, it does catch, even on the descent. I can catch a part of the side. So this is like a kind of like a cover I would only use if I were trying to protect the gimbal. I was in a high, maybe a high danger area, high risk area, and I wasn't looking to get some kind of cinematic shot. Or maybe I was just looking to take a picture, then this would make sense, but it's actually not ideal. It's not, the hole's not big enough. So I actually use a different hood, but it's not about this. The whole point is I want to talk about this cover. So this cover comes in both a clear, the smoke clear, and also a one that's completely not transparent. You're going to want to make sure that when you order, you want to get the clear one. It just makes it easier. So what makes it special is that it is very similar to the stock, as you can see. Let me get this one off. As you can see, it's very similar to stock, but it's like combining the stock with this gimbal cover, which is very hard to see. It's like comparing the stock thing with the gimbal cover and put that into one item. And so this simplifies it. And I absolutely love it. And I would just say it's a must buy. So this, you just have to slide in, because you have these very long tubes. And you just slot it in like that way. You slot that in first and you go like that. Then that's it. It's so simple. I can get it 100% of the time without fiddling, and as you can see, let me just repeat it. It's a little bit, maybe this is a little bit stiff. If I had to say there's a con to it, but that's just, I think, being picky about it. So let's just count it like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Now I'm fiddling 5,000. All right, so that's probably under 10 seconds, where I can maybe, like, if I'm fiddling around with this other one, I could probably take 30 seconds, right? This is super easy to put on, but this is this gimbal, mount this gimbal bracket that holds it, it's the hardest part, because getting these little tooths in and then finally aligning, because it has to be it has to go in a very specific way in the back, aligned. Let's just try that again. Put this in front and then back, just like that. So this I highly recommend. I don't have to worry about some plastic cover like this. It's just one piece, and like if this scratch up, it doesn't matter. The gimbal is locked in, and it just simplifies it. I mean, basically, I'm always looking for a way to simplify launching and packing up my drone. And the reason is simply because you're always going to deal with idiots. You're always going to deal with idiots who don't know what they're talking about. They'll tell you like, oh, you're not allowed to fly here and there, you know, and that's probably one of the first things you learn when you become a new drone pilot, that you're going to want to launch and catch at a place where just there's not going to be other people. You want to be more private, because you just don't want to deal with these people, even though you can go and argue with them like for a long time, and there's no point in arguing with these people if you bump into security or other people. If you're being totally legal, you're flying in a legal area, you're launching in a legal area, but they're adamant that maybe you have to have a commercial license, which is not true. Check your own local laws. But I have this situation in the past. So because of these situations, I just want something. I just want to take the shot, pack up, and get out very quickly. That's it. Launch and get the shot and pack up as quick as possible. That's why I like this drone. It's like super compact. It's very easy to close. And with this new accessory, I have found that it is very easy to pack up. So yeah, if you had the one that's not as transparent, the one that is not transparent at all, that's the one you don't want to be fooled and get that one. You still can do it. You would have to look at it from this way, because this would have been clear, and then you just line that up front and back. Actually, maybe if you look at it that way, it's actually I don't know, I didn't do it right. All right, so that's just showing me being fool. Okay, and then once it's in on the tooth, it's in. But yeah, very cool item, and very easy to use. So highly recommend, definite buy. You're gonna spend something like $3. Let me just say $3 shipped. Go look at AliExpress.com. I'm not gonna make any money like doing some affiliate link, something. You go search for yourself. Go see who sells the most. And, go always look at the reviews and see what the review people say before you order it. So AliExpress.com. $3 shipped to your home. You're gonna have to wait for a while. It's shipped from China, but order it now and just get it done, get it over with, because it made it packing so much easier. So, yep, that is it. Nice, quick, short video. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. You know the drill. See ya.